You guys ever drop the tailgate on your Tacoma and you see these flat spots here on the Tacoma bed and you wondered what are those for? Well, what those are made for is running pieces of wood across and then putting a piece of plywood to make a separate platform. In this video, we're not going to show you how to do that, but what we're going to do is show you how to make a divider. So we're going to run a piece of wood here horizontally and vertically to give you a nice secluded space here on the backside of your Tacoma bed. We never made one of these before. We don't know how it's going to go, but wait till the very end and there's going to be a piece there showing you all the dimensions of our final product so that you guys can make this right the first time. So with that being said, let's head to Home Depot, get all the stuff that we need, and hopefully this goes as planned.
What
happened? We're dumb and we ended up getting two of the wrong pieces of wood. This is why I'm not a carpenter. When you fail, you try again, and you figure it out. Alright, so we just pulled up to the Lowe's. Oh, this is Home Depot. Why do I keep going to Lowe's? I always go to Lowe's for my stuff. These are pressure treated since it's going to be in the bed of the truck. We want to make sure that it's going to be okay in the weather. Try to find ones that are not complete garbage. Decent. Alright, so that's that. That's the two that go across, and now we need the two that are going to go down. So maybe the 1x10s. Alright, we got the wood. Now we need to get screws, and we need some L brackets. It smells like Bondo in this aisle.
It does.
So we got some L brackets. It comes with screws, so we're good on that. These are 3-inch. Hopefully they'll be good. Debating on if we want to swap these out for like maybe something like this, but just a little bit longer. Like the 1.25 inch might be a little overkill. So we got the wood, screws, the brackets, and it all came to $55. But that is to do two dividers. So if you guys are just looking to do one, figure about $25. So before we get too crazy into building this divider for the 4th gen Tacoma, I want to let you know that the same concept is going to work here on the 3rd gen. The dimensions might be a little bit different, so make sure you're measuring your stuff on your truck, but you can use the same general idea to build a divider for your 3rd gen. So we got our supplies. We're back from Home Depot. Now let's go ahead and take our first measurement here for the piece that's going to be going across here, which is roughly 56.5. We're going to go a little bit more just to make it a nice tight fit. So let's go ahead and take our first piece of wood outside and get it cut. We'll go 56.5 and we'll add a 1/16 on there. Okay, let's go give that a test fit. It's a little thin. What happened?
Did we goof?
Is that not a 1 by... That might be a 1 by... What in the heck? We're dumb, and we ended up getting two of the wrong pieces of wood. So we're not going to be able to show you how to make two different styles. One for the front of the bed and one for the back of the bed. We're only going to have enough wood to make one. So we got two 1x8s. And we got two 1x6s, and we thought the 1x6s were 1x8s, and we thought the 1x8s were 1x10s, and we were wrong. So that's that. So we'll go ahead and cut this to 56.5 and some change, and then go test fit again. 56.5 and add a 1/16 on there. This is why I'm not a carpenter. All right, let's try this one and see how it fits. There we go. So we have our first piece cut that's going to be going from left to right of the truck. Now we need the piece that's going to be going up and down inside the bed to give you your divider. So what I'm going to do is measure from the top here, from the bed side on this side to this side over here. I'm going to get that measurement. I'm going to take the other 1x8 that we have, and I'm going to get that cut to length. And then there is a slight angle here on the bed side. So after I get my initial overall length, I'll go ahead and cut the ends on a slight angle and hopefully get that to match perfectly. We'll put it in place, screw it in, and then we're going to add some brackets to reinforce it. I'm going to account for this little cubby box here on the side. And we're looking at about 54 1/4. And then I'm also going to measure on the bottom because this is angled. So we're looking at about 52 5/8. So 54 1/4 is going to be our first mark. Go ahead and cut that. All right, so we're going to take 54 1/4 minus 52 5/8. That's going to give us 1 5/8. We're going to divide that by 2. So 13/16 is what we're going to measure on the very bottom. We're going to measure from here over 13/16, and also on that end we're going to measure over 13/16, and then we can make our mark and get our angle. Mark this out, 13/16, and we'll use this piece of wood here to mark our angle.
You got a visitor.
We did a couple of test cuts here to figure out our angle. Went from 4 to 6, and then 7 degrees seems to be a pretty good match here on what I have measured out. So we're gonna go ahead and get both of the ends cut here at 7 degrees, and then head inside and give it a test fit. Let's see how bad our math is. That's what we like to see. All right. So we got our vertical piece in there, and that's fitting very well. So what I'm going to do now is screw the top piece into the vertical piece that we just put in. I'm going to take a 3/32 drill bit. I'm just going to pre-drill this so that it doesn't potentially split out when we put our screws in. And then once we have that secured to each other, we can pull this whole piece out. We're going to put some L brackets on the inside to just strengthen it up. And then we should be able to spin it around 180 degrees, put it back in place so that the divider section is actually going to be at the back to give you a little bit more room. We got 1 1/4 screws here, exterior screws. Inch and a half screws I would get, not 1 1/4. All right, so we have our brackets right here, which are a 3-inch 4-pack, comes with all the screws. Go ahead and get these opened up. And I'm thinking, obviously I'm gonna put one on either end. And I'm not sure if we're gonna put one in the middle, because what I'm thinking about doing is that top piece that lays flat across, thinking about taking a jigsaw and cutting some of this out so that you have a little bit more room when it comes to putting things before it actually hits the divider. So we'll see about that. Mark that there. 27 1/8. That right there. All right, brackets are on. Now we can go ahead, we can throw this back in place, and I think what I'm gonna do is take my pencil and draw out a shape that comes back and down and back up, so that the you don't have as much wood here. That's not really necessary to have. It'll give you a little bit more room to actually use the divider, put things in the bed of your truck. So I'm gonna lay something out. I'm gonna take the jigsaw, I'm gonna get that cut. You could leave it just how it is if you want and use it like that. Just hit the edges with some sandpaper, clean it up, and if you want, you can hit it with some black spray paint or bed liner so that it matches the bed a little bit better, and you're good to go. So that bracket sticking out 3 inches under there, so we can't go any less than that. So we'll go 3.5. Got a piece of scrap wood on here. We're going to use that as a guide. Let's do 6 on here, and then up here where we're going to cut it, we'll do 4. We're just making this up as we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect the dots, and there is our cut. 6 down here, 4.
Is that a bracket?
Yeah, it is.
How
did that happen?
our math ain't mathing today, huh? So when it comes to DIY stuff, these kind of things happen, you know. There's really no instructions on how to build stuff like this, so we're kind of doing it as we go and figuring it out. And yeah, these are kind of issues you run into
When you're dumb.
when you're dumb. It's okay.
I forgot to account for the thickness of this wood, so my measurement is off by like 3/4 of an inch, and now this bracket is in the way. When you fail, you try again, and you figure it out. Home Depot would have had those 2-inch brackets. They were sold out. The 2-inch brackets would have been fine. I wouldn't have had to move anything. So we eliminated the center bracket just for video purposes, so that we can continue cutting on our line and it doesn't look like trash. So we're gonna go ahead now, cut this out the rest of the way. The only thing is now with this bracket, move down about 2.5 inches or so. If we want to make a relief cut here for that storage door, we might have an issue with that. A little off. It's all right, you won't see that.
Clean.
That's it. Let's go ahead, throw this back in the truck, see how it looks, and wrap this up. It divides. That's all it needs to do. Paint it black. That would look pretty good. Throw your stuff here, groceries, gas can, whatever. Close the tailgate. You don't have to worry about it going all over the bed of your truck. So we're gonna make a little relief cut here for this door to come out. You don't need the door to completely come down in order for it to come out. All you need to do is open it like that far and lift it up like a 1/2 inch, and the door can come out. So we don't have to have a full big cut here like before we were worried about this bracket getting in our way. So I'm just gonna make a small little cut here, and I think we'll be good to be able to get this door open and out without removing the divider. So I'm just eyeballing some stuff. Let's try that.
Should work.
There's the next problem. Can't get in there all the way. So now you should be able to open this up far enough to pull that out if we have to use it for anything. So that works. So at this point, I think we're pretty happy with how the divider is looking. Fits nice. I like this cut that we made here with the jigsaw to give us a little bit more depth. And the little cut there for the door works as it needs to. The only other thing I would do with this is just maybe throw some black paint on it or some stain just to make it look a little bit better, and it's good to go. Obviously, as you watch this video, you can see that this is the first time we did this. We were learning as we were going and doing it, but if you wait to the very end of the video or right after this clip, I'll throw in a picture with all the dimensions so you guys can follow those and get it made exactly to where we have it right now. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this bed divider helps you out with using your Tacoma bed, and we'll see you guys on the next video.